This is a plan of my workshop downstairs. So I'm going to take it down there pretty soon and show you. So it's not very big, but it's served me for many, many years. I've used it for about 30 some years now. Okay, this is my shop tour. Now let's start here. This is how I get rid of my scrap. My short stuff I'll cut up on the radial arm saw to about 16-inch length, put it in a cradle, band it up and take it upstairs, and people pick it up for their fireplace. And the small scraps, I just have a garbage tank, not a body garbage, but a grocery bag sitting there, and then just put the smaller scraps in there and then band that up and take it upstairs and they burn it up. Now here I have a large spindle shaper for my raised panel doors. And over here we have a radial arm saw, another spindle shaper here for for raised panel doors. Over here I have a large 24-inch wide sander, power fed, all the doors and stuff like that. Anything flat surface will go through there, sand it up. Over here is another spindle shaper, and that's also used for making raised panel doors. Then I have my table saw, and that's the most important thing in the shop. And I do have a nice outfeed table on it. Just happened that the wall was close, so I was able to put it all the way through like that. But the saw and the bench are both the same height, so I can take stuff right off of the bench into the saw. And if you notice, there's a red line around here. That's how I use that for training. And that's where you got to keep your fingers outside of that line. You don't want to get them any closer than that. If you have to cut something closer, use something to push it through, not your fingers. And here we have a small room. Just I have a few things here, a drill press. This is where I do my dovetailing for all my dovetail drawers. And over here, if you can see it, that's a big rack, and that's for gluing up large wide panels for doors and anything, tabletops and stuff like that. And there's a video on YouTube about that if you want to get real close and find out exactly what it is. And over here we have I have just a sander which I made myself. It's almost like a miter, a joiner, just a sanding roll, spins around, it sands the edges of the doors off real nice. And then here's a 12-inch planer, real heavy duty planer, and a lot of my clamps up there on the wall, just a little wall space. I have a bandsaw there, my dust collector. I did that on my sander and my planer. And here's a router, my router table. It's a double table. I have one router here and one over there a little bit. But when I'm not using it, I don't have much space here, so I can just take it like that and fold it up like that. And here I have a joiner and a miter saw. Now the miter saw, I like to keep that high. It's easier to work that way rather than bending over all the time. That's been working out real good. It's long, I got space I can go through the door. If I got something real long, I got to kind of at an angle that way. And here the most important thing in any workshop is a decent workbench. This workbench I've had for pretty close to 30 years now, and I've used it a lot. I built about 75 to 80 kitchens in this little shop, and it has a tool drop, so all your small tools get in there. Otherwise, where do you put those things? You're laying around. And then here we have drawers and shelves on the bottom for the tools that you're using all the time. And my drill is actually in a little case that way. And then over here we have just a cart on wheels, so we can move it around and we put our stuff on there from the bench to the saw or wherever you want. And then the space here, that's about all the space I have here for working. But then the bench here, I've just got drawers. I got all my router bits in there, my screws and my nails. And then here we have several drawers in the bottom for different things. And over here, I just got a little room. Here I just put my lumber. I want to keep just the short boards or miscellaneous stuff like that. Now we're going to go upstairs, a few steps here, up into the garage. And this is where I got more stuff here. And here I have, this is where I have my lumber storage. And there's my plywood rack. Now this is a bench I just developed not too long ago. In fact, you can buy the plans download the plans. You just go to my website, chasecabinets.com, and you can unload them for about $12. It's a very nice bench. It's the same concept as the other one. It's got the tool drop in there, but it's got more drawers. And this is where I'll do my painting and finishing here. I have a turntable here to put stuff on when I'm spraying it, and then I got racks over here to put drying racks. And over here is my thing. I have 2 skill saw rip guides on there, one 4-foot, one 8-foot, and this is where I cut my panels up. I can bring them in the garage right here from the truck, load them up there, and then break them down so I can carry them downstairs easier. Then over here I just got a small office area here, a little small desk. That's all I really need here. Thank you for watching.